Hello, hello, people. Happy Friday. Happy end of Friday. It is raining here, and there's a huge, bright, now double rainbow right out the window. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to show you, but I will send the vibes. Hey, Erin. Erin, it's pouring here. But you should see the rainbow that's out the window. It's amazing. Yeah. So as usual, we'll wait just a moment, but take this time to get yourself comfy, set the stage for some relaxation, whatever that might look like for you. I can't stop staring at this rainbow. It's so beautiful. Hello, Dorothy. Welcome. Hi, Kate. Hope everyone is good. And whether we've had wonderful weeks or challenging weeks, here we are. We have made it and survived. Yes, I'm still distracted by this rainbow, but I'm sure none of you judge me. So yeah, get yourself comfy, get in a position that you can relax, whether that's sitting or lying down, or even if that's standing up and moving around if you've been sitting all day. So whatever's comfy. Welcome to whoever else just joined, and to anyone that watches this later. So yeah, let's get started. Go ahead and start out with just 3 cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. The fullest breaths you've taken all week. Go ahead and let your eyes gently close. And let's just take this moment to settle in. Settle into our intention of relaxing, letting go, releasing. And sometimes we have to acknowledge before we can release. So we'll give some attention to any trigger points or stressors. Yeah. It's like a triple rainbow now. I'm sorry. We'll stop. So yeah, just settling in, making yourself comfortable, and just notice where your breath is at right now. Notice the baseline you're starting from. And let's take a moment to actually, I know it's awesome. I'll send you a picture to give some attention to, and we don't usually do this, but let's just take a moment to review our week and what has been on our plate. What are we carrying? What slings and arrows may we have dodged or taken? What's been weighing on us? It's not going to be our focus, but let's give ourselves some validation and credit and first just notice. And with that, checking in with our physical body. Yes, we do. Where are we carrying that stress? Where do we feel tense or tight or gripped or tired? We're giving that some attention, some recognition. We have worked hard to manage, to navigate, to get through the days, and we deserve credit. Deepening the breath, seeing if we can breathe a little deeper and slower. And what of those stressors can we leave in the past or let belong to somebody else or just offload? What of that can we let go of? Sometimes things are ongoing. We may not be able to, but sometimes we hold on to things because we have to validate our feelings, or we're angry, or we're hurt. So what can we decide not to own? And let's go ahead and do some gentle neck rolls. If you're laying down, then this can just look like maybe side to side or maybe half circles, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Whatever works for you too. I've been on the computer all day. It's very noisy crackling. Whatever works for you to help move and stretch and let go of some of the tension that maybe you've carried. So gentle neck circles. And if neck circles feel painful, we can just do circles with our nose. If that feels a little better, if you got tight spots that don't like the neck rolls. Let's slide down to some shoulder rolls where we carry a lot of tension. Trying to link up your breath and your movement. Oh, this also feels very tight. I think there's some stretching in order for me after this. Whatever other movements it feels like you need. Maybe some shakes. Shake out the arms. Like imagine you're shaking out those stress hormones, the cortisol, the adrenaline, just releasing, letting go, like there's water on your hands you're trying to shake free. See how that feels to just move around. And rubbing the palms together, let's create some energy. Feel that heat and the focus. And then take your hands and place them over your eyes and just inhale deeply. And notice what that feels like. And then take this moment to give yourself a little neck massage. Just feel for tight points. And what we're doing now is we can loosen up some of those tight points, but we're also giving ourselves caring attention and physical contact, which our nervous system generally enjoys. It doesn't always have to be from someone else. Maybe rub the shoulders. And go ahead and just give a little bit of pressure under the eyes, around the eyes. This can look like tapping or massaging, but just a little bit of pressure. And the temples, give a little rub. And notice how this feels. Does it feel bizarre? Does it feel pleasant? We have so many little muscles that can become so tight we don't realize, sliding down to the jaw. Nice deep inhales and exhales as we're moving. Maybe a little rub along the collarbones. A little self-massage can go a long way. Giving ourselves that attention that we deserve, that as adults we may not get. And you go down each arm with a little squeeze. Again, we're just giving caring attention. Maybe when you get to the palms, give a little rub down the fingers. Our bodies work so hard and they're so capable that we can just get really used to it, take it for granted. But taking the time to give ourselves some caring attention can go a long way. Can switch to the other palm. Really pushing on the center of the palm. Sliding down the fingers. And going back up this arm. Just squeezing as we go. Moving things around, moving the energy around. And then whatever other movements with your torso you need to make some room for breathing. So maybe some opening up of the side ribs. Inhale as you stretch. And some twists. And we only really did the upper body, so maybe go ahead actually and just give the thighs a rub if it's accessible. If you're lying down and it doesn't work, then just breathe to your legs, your pelvis and hips and your butt, your seat and your feet. Again, just giving caring attention and some gratitude. Thanks for carrying me around and all the work that you do. And settling into stillness, returning the focus to the breath. And let's go ahead and we'll do two kinds of breath work. So first, we're gonna count and we're gonna inhale on a count of 1, exhale on a count of 2, inhale on a count of 3. We'll go to 10 and then we'll come back down. So I will count it out for you and then I'll let you go on your own. So inhaling and exhaling, and then inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10, and now inhale 10, exhale 9, inhale 8, exhale 7, inhale 6, exhale 5, inhale 4, exhale 3, inhale 2, and exhale 1. So there's a little tool that you can run through in moments of stress, and go ahead and do one more round at your own pace, counting for yourself. finding a natural breath, and go ahead and do a body scan. And just notice if what we've done so far has shifted anything. That combo of counting and breathing can really calm the limbic system. So if you're feeling super fired up in your day, then running through that up and down and then seeing how you feel after might get you at least a little wiggle room. It won't change any circumstances, but it can help. Yeah, so just noticing again, where might you still be gripping? What might still need attention? And breathe to that. And now let's go ahead, and usually we focus on relaxing here, but if you've had something stressful coming up, then go ahead and let yourself feel that for a minute. Let yourself acknowledge what's been coming up and what's been hard. And check to see if there's any thinking errors involved. That can look like, I'm not good enough, I don't matter, this is never going to get better. Our brains attach a lot of meaning to things, and then we can suffer more. And so just check yourself. Have you had that kind of stuff, thinking errors, cognitive twists? Has that been coming up? And where do you feel that in your body when it does? Is there a tightness in the chest or dropping in the stomach? Usually those types of thoughts come with some kind of physical response because they'll trigger our limbic system. And so we'll feel like panic or threat, even if there's not one, which is where anxiety can come from if we let it run away from us. So just giving some notice and attention, noticing where we feel that, breathing to that area. And now let's go ahead. We're going to do a different kind of breath work. We're going to do the alternate nostril breathing. So that looks like, and however you hold your hands to block your nostrils is up to you. But we will start with blocking off the right nostril. I'll talk you through it before we start. Inhale through the left, switch, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, switch, exhale through the left, and inhale through the left. So we'll do a few rounds of that. So go ahead and block off the right nostril. Inhale deeply through the left. Switch. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Switch. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch. Exhale through the left. And continue on at your own pace. Do 5 rounds. If you've lost count, you're probably at 3 rounds, so do 2 more. And if you're congested, just breathe in whatever way is most comfortable. And whenever you're complete, just find a natural breath. And again, do a body scan. What did that create? If you check in. And now go ahead and just let your breath come and go as it will. And turn your attention to wherever you're meeting the surface that holds you. Your back, your butt, your feet, back of your legs. Turn your attention to where your weight is being held. And inhale deeply. And as you exhale, just letting any tension melt. Let gravity pull that stress and tension right out of you. Let it melt into whatever's holding you. The earth, the ground, couch or chair. Go ahead and continue breathing in that way for a little while. Letting your muscles relax, giving them permission to not hold you together. Giving yourself permission to really rest. Inhaling peace and exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling calm. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling gratitude. Exhaling love. Do that one again. Letting any tension, resentment, jealousy, pain, fear, just letting it melt. You're in a safe place now. You can let down your defenses, at least for the time being. And letting all those walls and guards just melt away and just being. Just letting yourself sit in this space for now. And bringing to mind something that you deserve to hear, something kind. We don't always give ourselves kindness very easily. We tend to think we deserve to hear criticism or to be kept in line, but that's baloney. So imagine someone that you love, that you understand. Think about what you'd tell them if they were needing to hear some encouragement. And then go ahead and share that with yourself, because you deserve it just as much, but we don't practice it enough. You've shown up. You do your best. You're good people. The world is better off with all of you in it. And me too. And if it feels weird to say that, to give yourselves credit, if you feel pushback or resistance, that's normal. Don't let it shut you down. Deep inhale again of gratitude. And an exhale of gratitude. And take just a last moment to set an intention for this next week of your life before we meet again. What is something that you hope to feel or embody? How would you like to show up? Is there anyone you need to reconnect with or make amends with or share gratitude with? What will serve you best? And imagine just wrapping a blanket around yourself, holding on to this feeling you've created. Notice how it feels to be in this space. Give attention to that neural pathway. You can create it anytime with intention and some breath. And starting to return to the space you're in. Before we open our eyes, just noticing what our other senses are picking up. What do you smell? What do you hear? What does the outside of your body feel? Temperature, the feeling of clothing. And eventually opening your eyes and looking around with intention. We're not just rushing right back. Noticing the space we're in. Noticing the visual details and staying present with how we're feeling. And I hope that helped you all let go of some tension, find some peace and self-compassion, and maybe a couple new breathing tools. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you all sleep well and have a pleasant, safe, and peaceful weekend full of outdoor time and good weather. Thanks, Kate. I know there's sometimes that I find breath work to be not what I need, and there's sometimes it is. And so having a good thorough toolkit, thank you, Dorothy, so that we can adapt and adjust to what we need. But I know if my mind is really racing, the counting and breathing can help just focus. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, movement. I need to. This is call number 9 today. And so I'm going to have to go do some yoga and roll out my back because it is jacked. But we just notice these things. We notice where our tightness is. And sometimes it's physical. Sometimes it's emotional and it's stress. Sometimes it's both. So giving attention to all angles. Yeah, I love that little in and out 10 count. I can't remember where I learned it. Credit to whoever taught it to me. But it's an easy one to remember. The trick is just remembering to use it. But once we think about it, it's a pretty quick and simple one that helps our mind focus in and align with the breath. And with that, yeah, it's not too complicated. The alternate nostril breath can feel complicated, but it also to me feels like flossing my brain, which I know sounds weird. Balancing my energy, balancing the different hemispheres. So that one can be fun too. All right, everyone, take care. Good night. I will see you next week. And I wish you all peace and love.